Hello, Emily here. I am doing an intro after a little summer break for this project. It's the Pandos eyeshadows, or as I called it, 2420, but we're going to talk more about that name because I have some changes. And the changes are because I did all this year until the summer and maybe the whole year before, I'm not sure. I did it like I used only my older palettes that I consider older, and I randomly picked 2 out of those. That's for the 2 in the project, and then I randomly picked 2 shades out of each palette. And I'm so hot, so it's like itching everywhere. Randomly picked 4 shades, and that's for the 4, and I used them all 20 times each. So the 2420 was for that, those rules, I should say. And oh, I'm sweating a lot now because I was so concentrated when I was going to explain this. So because I went through all my older eyeshadow palettes, I think they are from way back and sometime in 2021 or something. I don't really exactly know, but something like that. I went through everything but one, and the one I didn't get to was the Tati palette. So that's still to use. And I have actually 20 palettes that I considered newer. Those are from this year, last year, and maybe something from 2021 too. And the Tati one is included in this 20. I have a little list here with the palettes that are newer. So I'm gonna use them now, and that's just because they have hardly been used. Some of them I have never used, and that's a shame. So now it's time for them to take some of my time, and I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna randomize 1 palette out of those 20, and I'm gonna randomize 1 of the shades in that palette, and then I'm gonna pick 1 shade. So they go together a bit or go together with something else, but I want to have some to say about the colors. But the first one I'm gonna randomize, and then I'm gonna pick. So that's not that different from how it was. The other part is that I'm gonna use my single eyeshadows, and for that part I'm really going to see what I have and if it's anything to have. I'm gonna declutter as I go, because I know that some of them aren't good. I have in total 54 eyeshadow palettes, and 20 out of those are newer. So that's pretty good. But singles I have 68, and that's not including like eyeshadow creams and sticks and such. It's just like this and the single packaged eyeshadows. And I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna randomize 1 single eyeshadow, and then I'm gonna pick 1 and use them all for 20 times, all these 4 eyeshadows. So I think I'm gonna call this 3, 4, 20 now, because it's a palette, a single, and a single. 3, but it's 4 shades and 20 times. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm also going to use, as I did No Pan Left Behind, I'm gonna use every shade in the palette that I get, and just to try it out a bit. So it's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I don't have especially many eyeshadows that I'm focusing on now, so it's gonna be fun to have some. And the singles, I'm going to tell you a bit about the singles. I have the these two, and then I have some single package eyeshadows, and most of them are from depotted palettes. I have a colored rain palette that I depotted. It wasn't hard because they were like magnetic. I have Coastal Scents palette. No, sorry, that was the one I meant. The Coastal Scents palette. That was the easy one, the fall festival. And I have the Stila in the night light. In the light that I depotted and saved, not everything but almost everything. So I'm sure there's some not so good eyeshadows amongst those two palettes, and the one that I know I'm gonna declutter is the Certified Affinity 2 palette, because I know there's shades that aren't good, but I'm gonna try them. If I get them, I'm gonna try them, and then I'm gonna declutter as I go. The ones that I have that came as singles are Colored Rain and Makeup Geek, and they are starting to get very old. And then I have 8 eyeshadow singles from NYX, L'Oreal, Nabla, Hot For You, Model Co, Tease, MET, random things. I'm sorry about the door. I have the window open. I didn't shut the door. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna go and shut it. So let's start. We will start with the eyeshadow palettes. I'm gonna randomize 1 through 20. And you can see all my palettes behind me, I hope. And I will try to get this to work. I have Pretty Random app. And yeah, my palettes are there. And in a box behind this stand too. So let's start with randomizing the palette. Number 3. That is on my list, the Koki Pure Magic Eyeshadow Palette. Nice, because that is a palette that I haven't used. I have used it, but I haven't used it much at all. And I'm gonna say that for almost everything here. No, not everything, but most of it. It's this. And this is perfect for now, when the fall is coming. It's not here yet, but it's coming. And the palette looks like this. It's a beautiful greenish, yellowish, brownish kind of palette, which I'm glad to use. Hope I get a good color in this. But we're gonna randomize 1 through 10 and see what we get. 6. Oh. I got a matte and I got this, but it will be fine. It's a transition shade, so it's fine. But it was maybe the most boring one of them. No, I shouldn't say that. Maybe it's nice. It's a matte. It's a peachy pink kind of shade called Romantic. Very suitable for this kind of color. And I have to pick something that goes with that I think I want to use. I don't think I'm gonna go for a matte, because that's more fun to do something else. I'm not gonna go for the yellow, because I have some yellows and golds in the gold Too Faced palette that I'm using right now. And I'm not going to go with the green, because it doesn't go that good with this one, I think, and that's green too, so I'm not going to go. So it's going to be one of those. I'm going to swatch those and see. This is probably not the color I'm going to go for either, this one, because it's similar to the ones that I'm using in the gold palette. But I think I'm going to go with the lightest one, that is called Lady of Gold, I think. That was hard to take it off. I don't have any wet, but I'm gonna swatch the Lady of Gold and see, because that isn't similar to anything in the gold palette that I'm still using. It's a good inner corner or inner part of the lid shade. It has tracks of the other one, Divine, that I swatched. So these will be the two. Yeah, I was looking at that one, and it looks green when I look in the phone, but it's not as green here. I'm gonna swatch it just to see how it looks. It's more of a glitter maybe, or a topper. It's some kind of duochrome. Yeah, it is. It's, ooh, it's a pink and a green. You can't see the pink, I think, but I can. Maybe there. That was nice. But I'm not gonna go for that. But I'm gonna try it. So that's those two. Fun. Then we're going to go to the other list, which, what did I say? It goes 1 through 68. And here I can get some things that I don't like. I don't know. 68. And we will push the button here. 31. It's okay. It's a Makeup Geek shadow. It's called Roulette. I have no idea which one it is, so I will have to. I think it's somewhere in this shade. I don't know, but I don't think it's in the. I have like blues and greens there, but I will just have to look to see if I can find it. What can it be? Can it be roulette? It seems like a roulette table is green, but I don't think it's a green. Okay, I will have to go through a lot of them to find it. Do you know which one it is? Hopefully it's a good one. Oh, I thought it was that one, and I didn't like that. The Rockstar, it's like a grayish kind of shade. And the Makeup Geek and the Colored Rain looks the same, so I can't tell which one is which, and the Coastal Scent ones as well. They look all the same. Yes, I could do this a long time. You think maybe I should look for a green one, but I don't feel that it's right. I'm stubborn here. Well, I know it's not the very shimmery one, because I have the most shimmers are from Colored Rain. What was it called? Roulette. Okay, I will have to. No, there it was. I was kind of right. It is this one, and that should go great with that one. It's almost the same, but it's a shimmer. Okay, Roulette. I will swatch it. I think I will swatch it beneath that one. That will be usable. All three went together very good. Okay, what shall I pick myself? I have a transition shade in a project that is very light and goes with like everything. It's a very neutral shade, and maybe I will go for something darker that goes with this. But what could that be? I have Cocoa Bear from, it's a brown from Makeup Geek. I have this Bright Copper from, I think it's Coastal Scents. Yes, that was looking very light compared to the other one, so I'm not gonna take that. This one is a dark brown too, Cherry Chocolate from Coastal Scents. I'm gonna pick out some that I'm gonna choose from, because I have so many browns and I don't want so many browns. So this is called, what is it called? M something. This is, what is it? I can't see. M something. Malibu, can it be that? No, it's Mocha. Sorry, Mocha. So we have 3 browns that I picked out. Maybe that one also. New Penny. So I will do some swatches. One of those. They are all dark brown. I know it's not the most fun, but it's good to know if you are going to declutter something. This is a shimmer, and yeah, I'm gonna swatch that. This is a New Penny from Coastal Scents. Looks like that. No, I'm not gonna go with that. It's a bit too light. And this one is a warm one, Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. I'm using the same finger because it's darker, so I think I can. It's a matte brownish kind of shade. Should be going with those, maybe. Then we have Mocha, also Makeup Geek. I think, yeah, that is darker and maybe not something. It looks like that and it looks like that. No, I'm not going to go for that one. And the last one then, that was also a Coastal Scents, wasn't it? Yes, Cherry Chocolate. We will see how that goes. It's more of a satin shade, but it's more cool. No, I'm gonna go with that one. So I'm gonna swatch it beside the other ones. It's still very soft and buttery. It's the Cocoa Bear. Didn't she, Marlene, called her husband then? They are divorced now, but didn't she called him Cocoa Bear? I don't know. But these should go great together. That's Makeup Geek, Cocoa Bear. That's Roulette by Makeup Geek too. Yes. And those are from the Cokie palettes. And the name of those were Lady of Gold and Romantic. I'm pleased. This was a great idea, I think. I know some people do this like similar, but it was a good idea for me right now to do a little bit of picking myself and randomizing. So we will see. I'm very sure that I'm going to keep the palette, but how about these two? Are they good or are they not good? We will see. And I am doing updates when I have some goals met. So we will see. When I've reached 20 on something, I will do an update. Hope you subscribe if you like this and want to follow me on my kind of declutter singles journey or something. Yeah, so watch out for the next update. Have a nice day. Bye bye.